Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We just had to get one of those awesome New Year's Marvel vs. Capcom games, and I won. I don't know if you guys saw that. I was the winning side, not this guy. Sweet, after we got that awesome butt kicking in, I just absolutely love that game. How was your weekend after you got your butt kicked? Marvel vs. Capcom, reigning champion right here.
Reigning champion. You were beating me last time off camera, so. Weekend was good, yeah. Following up from Christmas, a lot of good sales again. A lot of people in, a lot of out-of-towners, because we're at that snowbird peak right now.
Oh, man.
It'll be now through, like, January. We should be pretty good at the shop. We'll see how 2025 is, but usually we're good in those months because we get the snowbirds and all that, so thank you, snowbirds.
As you guys can see, we're festive for 2025. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting, right?
Yeah, 2 days away.
2 days away?
No, tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so 2 days from the New Year. Dang.
Like right around the corner. My weekend was chill. Nothing too crazy. Just did the work. What movie? Well, I'm trying to think of a movie that I saw, but I watched stuff on TV. Oh, Squid Game. Can't really talk about it because this guy hasn't seen it, but I watched like the whole second of Squid Game, and all I'm gonna say is it's phenomenal. If you like the first season, the second season is just better.
Okay.
And not saying that the first season was like bad at all. The second season is just like a completely different animal.
Okay.
And you're just like, what could possibly go wrong? And then they just answer every question.
That's good to hear, because I thought that it was going to fall off, because I'm like, how can they really come back with the same guy who already went through it?
So they give a really good logical explanation for that. I know it's funny because like the guy who created the show said that he was only making it for the money. He said, I'm only in it for the money, but I'm starting to feel like he was just joking because there is so much detail. There's like so much little details to big details. Like you can tell he genuinely cares about like the show. I loved it.
That's good.
Yeah, loved it.
He didn't pull up, well, if you like the first season, I'm going to go completely opposite on the second season.
No, definitely steps like up the game for like the second season. It's what you think you're going to like want and what you expect, but then even more. It's like better because you're just like, didn't see that coming, didn't think about that angle. And then he just goes with it. And it's nothing like, it's not cheesy. It's not corny.
That's good.
Very, very good. Well planned out, well thought out. You feel for the characters. And then, you know, when unfortunate things happen, you're just like, dang, you're like, you know, I wanted that guy to survive. I wanted that chick to survive. And then you're just like, who am I left with?
Cool.
Well, we can't go into further details.
Well, I might jump into it tonight, so we'll see. Not the whole 7 episodes, but I might start watching it.
Each episode's an hour.
Well, I did start watching when that was the issue. I started it late, and then I caught myself, like, waking up, like, halfway through, and I'm like, oop, need to rewatch it. Not that it was boring, it was just because I'm
well, I definitely, I binged it because I didn't want, you know, spoilers. Because, like, on the second day, there was, like, already spoilers. People are already talking about it, analyzing it. I got, like, one spoiler, so then I just blocked everything, and then I was like, I just need to watch it.
Memes and reels, probably.
Memes and reels where they just ruin, like, oh, sad that this person died. And I'm just like, how did you watch that fast?
Yeah.
It's only been out for, like, 3 hours, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of spoilers.
What?
What we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into that. Yeah. Squid Game. Anyways, what movie did you see?
I didn't see it this weekend. I saw it on Christmas and then the next day because I won some tickets from...
You saw it twice?
Cult Classics, yeah.
You saw the movie twice?
I saw Nosferatu twice.
Nosferatu! What?
Back to back, 2 days in a row. I swear.
No, you did.
Yes.
This guy doesn't go to the movies very often. Honestly, you go like what, once every other month?
Well, prior to this one, the last one I saw was Terrifier 3.
Oh, okay, that wasn't too long. Well, no,
but then prior to that was probably, I can't remember, because there's nothing good out I want to see, like, and then it's always streaming within like a month or whatever. So
okay, so tell me why you saw Nosferatu twice.
Well, one, I went with my daughter Christmas, and you know we decided to go check it out, so I made sure I got my tickets. After I bought my tickets, there was this thing on Cult Classics to enter to win on the 26th, the day after Christmas. Cult Classics, check them out. On the 26th, that you can win 2 tickets. So then I won 2 tickets, but I didn't want to cancel the one because I was still looking forward to seeing it. And I was like, well, I already paid. I could have, got my money back. But I'm like, I'll go check it out. Hopefully it's good. And then when I go the next day, maybe I'll watch it and see if there was stuff I missed the first time.
So did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it.
When's the last time you saw a movie twice in a movie theater? The same movie?
Same movie twice. Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
That movie's actually really good, yeah.
Because I saw it with somebody, and then I think my brother wanted to go see it or something, so I went with him.
So did you enjoy Nosferatu? Did you like it? What did you think of the performances?
Performances were pretty good. The look of him was a little different than what I thought. Like, you wouldn't know it was him unless you saw it was Bill Skarsgård. Like,
I thought that you couldn't tell it was him at all.
No.
The voice,
that's what I'm saying.
his demeanor, the way he walked around, just the way he talked. I was a little thrown off with his mustache. That was the only thing that threw me off. I didn't hate it, but I was a little like, okay, that's an interesting choice.
The whole look threw me off. Yeah, the mustache, but then you start thinking about it, you're like, that part of the country at that time, like,
it makes sense.
They had those 6 stashes.
Have you ever seen the original Nosferatu?
Yeah.
What'd you think, comparative-wise?
Like,
compared to the old one, I felt like there was a lot of similarities. Like, if you've seen the original one, I felt like there wasn't like anything crazy different. Like, they didn't add to it, but I did believe it was like a very good, fresh take for like a newer, younger audience to potentially get into like those kind of stories and that kind of art, because aesthetically, that movie is gorgeous. Performance-wise, I gave everybody a thumbs up. I thought it was phenomenal. William Dafoe.
Yeah. Which I didn't even know he was in it, because they kept a lot of stuff under wraps, I think, prior, unless you really looked into it. But like the trailer, they weren't showing like all these. Did they show William Dafoe in there?
He's in the trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember him being in the trailer.
I just love the way he says Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
We won't go into too much spoilers, but we enjoyed it. It was a phenomenal movie. I'm shocked that this guy saw it twice.
Cinematography was good, though. Like, I do give it that. I did like the cinematography. The story, I thought it was a little long, only because they could have taken out some of the, like, we get, like, what was going on with, like, the hold he had, like, over her type thing, but they didn't need to go into too much. Like, they kept going into it a little too much. I think they did.
What would you think about, like, her transformation? Like, going through.
It was fine.
Again, I'm just shocked that this guy saw this movie twice.
Well, I wouldn't have went the second time, but I won tickets, so it was like,
I get that, but you could have gave them to somebody or.
But it was a good movie. Like, if somebody invited me after I watched it the first time, I would have went with them.
Oh, okay.
I heard a lot of people.
So when do we go to the movies?
Indifferent.
When do we go to the movies?
When you invite me.
I invite this guy
all.
I
pay for it.
Is that the clause?
No, I don't know. Depends on what you want to see, though, because you like to see everything. I don't like to see everything at the movies.
But again, I didn't think you would want to see Nosferatu.
Why? I'm into horror stuff.
But I mean, that's like goth. It's like goth horror.
It's still horror though, and it's technically a vampire movie.
Did you put a little skirt on?
Yeah.
You said yeah.
I wore my top hat, my cane, and I was good to go.
So realistically, all joking aside, you're you like vampire movies? Have we ever had this talk? I don't know if we ever.
I like horror movies, so why would you think I didn't like vampire movies?
Because horror slasher is different than like goth horror movies. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of artsy, kind of fancy. Like there is blood and guts, and you know what I mean. That's the same aspect, but like that's not the same as like Jason running around.
No,
and picking girls up in a sleeping bag.
But those are kind of have their own little aesthetic to like what they're about. You know what you're getting with those. But also, I would like it if they did a slasher movie that had a good story with it too. I wouldn't be opposed to that. It's just they go the same route all the time.
I'm drawing a blank on the director, but I really do like the movies that he does. I wish, I wish that he would do. What's that movie? Unfortunate Gentleman.
Unfortunate Gentleman.
The one that Sean Connery did back in the early 2000s. The League of
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
You want to do that one?
Well, did you ever read the comic book?
Yeah. But
the comic book is phenomenal. The way they,
Oh, you're saying because the time period.
The time period, but like if he did it like more based on the comic book versus like the movie that we got. Like that movie, it's a guilty pleasure. You know what I mean? It's not great, but it's just like I'll watch it whenever it comes on.
Yeah, they won't ever do that again though, probably because they lost so much on that other one.
But could you imagine if he did that into like a movie?
I don't know. He doesn't need to do big budget stuff like that. Stick to the
well, he doesn't, because if you do that movie like in a horror sense with all of those characters and all of those throws, I feel like it could be done. That's just me putting that in the universe. It'll probably never happen. That he's like at the fork of the road where he can decide on where he's going to go next. He's going to go, big blockbuster, artsy, horror drama. But I do love that guy. I do love everything.
The Witch is still underrated. I tell people about it all the time. They're like,
I tell everybody.
Or like,
Black
it was boring. I'm
no,
like,
Black
you didn't get the story. Then.
No, that movie is amazing. All You Tell Your Joy's in that. Yeah. That movie is beautiful. I love that. What was the one that he did right before this one?
Right before this one?
Yeah.
The Northman was the last one.
Oh, The Northman. Yeah, that movie was phenomenal.
No. That one, that was my least favorite of the ones that he's done.
Anya Taylor-Joy, not Bill Skarsgård, but Eric Skarsgård's in it.
Eric Northman.
Nicole Kidman's in that.
Eric Northman's in it.
You didn't like that movie? We're going to have to talk about that later on why he didn't like that movie.
It was fine. Cinematography was good. I don't know. I think I was expecting something else out of it. But I mean, that was my taste. I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. That's your
opinion. I liked everything else he's done so far.
Yeah, definitely love The Witch. But let's get back to the whole vampire thing real quick. Because first of all, I didn't know you like vampire movies. So we might as well do something that we kind of been doing, hinting at lately. What are your, let's do top favorite vampire movies. Yeah. What do you want to do? Top 3, top 5?
I can do like 5 easily.
Easily? Oh, okay.
Easily.
All right, go ahead. You want to go 1 to 5, 5 to 1?
I don't know if I can want to rank them. I guess I can rank them.
No, we're doing top 5.
Yeah, no. So you want me to start with number 1?
It's up to you.
5.
It's up to you.
We'll start with my number 1. Lost Boys.
Lost Boys?
Yeah. It's just because it's the 80s movie.
No. I'm not laughing because that's funny. I'm laughing because I totally forgot about that movie.
Oh, you didn't even have that on your list?
No, it wasn't even on my list. I absolutely love when he's like, are those worms?
Yeah.
Or no, maggots.
Worms. You're eating worms, Michael.
Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
It's an 80s classic. It's just like, I don't know, it just fits in that time frame. So it just kind of...
Oh, no, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Scary, no.
It's not scary, but
the vampires look cool, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the whole lore
What's his face
of it.
is in it? Kiefer Sutherland, right?
Yeah. No.
He's in it? No.
Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, Kiefer
I
Sutherland's
thought you said
in
Keith. I was thinking of his dad, Donald Sutherland.
It's not Daniel Day-Lewis, is it?
No.
No, what's the guy? No, it's the guy from Speed. My bad. No. It's the guy from Speed. Jason Patrick?
Jason Patrick. He was just at one of the horror conventions I did,
I don't know why I said Daniel Day-Lewis. I was thinking of Last of the Mohicans.
Jason Patrick was in Terrifier 3. He was the dad.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay, so that was number 1.
Number one.
That's
your all-time favorite?
I think so.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good.
If you haven't seen it, I recommend to watch these movies.
Interview with the Vampire.
Number 2?
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
I like the book. Like, that was one of the ones I read a book before, because I was doing it for a book report.
Guys, he read this book.
I actually read a book before. No, I read before. I don't read anymore. But, no, it was pretty good adaptation, I think, of the book.
No, I was a huge fan of it. I was not a fan of Village of the Damned?
Oh. I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer.
Queen of the Damned. That's supposed to be a direct sequel to Interview with the Vampire.
But they jammed like 2 books into one movie, and it just didn't
And that
work.
guy's supposed to be Tom Cruise Lestat.
I know.
And I was just like, this is not making... Yeah,
that's why it's not on my list. Only the first one. Interview with the Vampire, not Queen of the Damned.
That's actually a very controversial thing to say, because most people love that movie. Me, I'm always like in the corner thinking to myself, what are we talking about? All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Unless you want to talk about Interview with the Vampire some more.
No, it was good. If you haven't seen it.
Star-studded movie, Brad Pitt, Antonio Banderas, Kirsten Dunst. I believe, isn't that her first movie? I believe that's Kirsten Dunst's first movie.
It might be because she was young in it. Yeah. That was good. It's classic. Yeah. Check it out if you haven't. All right, number 3. I should have probably wrote these down because now I'm just thinking all over it. Damn, let's throw...
His glasses, he's like taking over the future.
I'm going to throw this in there just now because it just came to the top of my head, but it might not be number 3.
Underworld?
Life Force.
From the director of Poltergeist, from the special effects creator of Star Trek, the motion picture, Life Force. In the blink of an eye, the terror begins.
Life Force?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a...
Alien vampires.
I mean, no, I'm not knocking it. I remember that movie. I remember that movie. It's not my favorite, but
it's in the top 5. But I just popped in my head because I was trying to think.
So that's number 3.
Yeah, that's a good one. From Dusk Till Dawn, but
the original.
Yeah,
only the first one.
Good movie. The vampires, the designs I didn't like, but the movie itself could have been. It was decent.
I feel like that's a cult classic.
Not scary again.
Yeah, that movie is so good in so many aspects. Sex Machine. I love that guy. All of them in there. Selma Hayek. Yeah, that whole cast is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
the brother duo dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah. It starts off like a crime movie the first hour, and then it kind of jumps into that.
You're kind of just like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, like what am I watching?
What's the name of the bar?
Yeah. Look it up. So something Twister. 4? So the last one will just be Bram Stoker's Dracula.
That's such a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put Nosferatu, but vampire aesthetic wise, it's a little different. It is a vampire movie, but it's.
Well, it's like who is
and it's kind of recent, so I didn't want to just. But I did see it twice.
It's like who's first? Who came first, Nosferatu or Dracula?
Dracula.
Is it Dracula?
Yeah.
Did they ever definitively say that?
Yeah. That's why they pulled the original movie and destroyed it, like the 1922 one. It's pretty much Dracula.
Pretty much, but except for his whole demeanor, I thought was different.
It's different, but the story's the exact same thing, pretty much. Yeah.
Did you want to do more than 5?
No, I'm good on that. I think I'll do some honorable mentions maybe, but I'll let you do your list first so I don't jump on anything.
No, you're good. So, all right. So for my top 5, I'll go 1 to 5. Number 1 has got to be John Carpenter's Vampires. I love that movie. You love it?
It's your top 5. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to crap on your movie.
Give me your opinion. That movie is so funny to me. James Woods, you know, what? Tell me.
That's fine.
Your face is saying
you're allowed. It's your top 5. It's not my top 5.
What was your?
I was hoping for more with that movie. I think it had John Carpenter attached to it.
Oh, it's just John Carpenter's Vampires.
That vampire was horrible. Like the main vampire, the main villain was horrible.
I was originally going to fill my top 5 with all Underworld, just for you.
That's fine.
It's your favorite.
It's your top 5.
No.
So I might make a face here or there, but
give me your opinion. I need to know because I didn't.
That was my opinion. I didn't care for it. I wanted to like it.
There's so many now because it's like I do love Lost Boys, but if we're doing top 5, I would have to do John Carpenter's Vampires. Okay. I'd have to say Fright Night. Fright Night, love that movie. Not I didn't like the remake with Colin Farrell, but I do love the originals.
That's one I could have had on my list, I think, too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that movie is really good. I do like Night Flyers. I know it's not a lot of people's favorite, but I did love Night Flyers. I thought that movie was just, it was different.
Yeah, it has vampire elements.
He's literally a vampire.
He's a weird looking bat.
He's a vampire. What does Dracula turn into?
A bat, but not. This dude's just a bat, from what I remember. Was that like a made-for-TV movie, too? Stephen King. It was Stephen King, but it was made-for-TV movie though. That's probably why.
Was it because
all of that stuff in the '90s?
Release.
Yeah, but they put them out on VHS. Yeah. But they did. There was a string. I thought
that went to theaters.
There was a string in the '90s where like a lot of that stuff just was straight to TV.
Edgar, will you check that to see if that went to movie theater?
It might have, but I'm pretty sure it's TV movie.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's your
It was a movie that I watched, I had it on VHS, and whenever my mom would tell me to go to sleep, and I would be like, yeah, right, and I'd pop that movie in, and I'd be watching all my VHSs in the middle of the night.
Does he have, like, just one big tooth, like, in the middle?
No, they're kind of, like, together.
Okay, I just remember him, like, with the jacket, I don't know, like, he looks like a bat, kind of.
He's a vampire.
Okay.
And so that would be
he's not a fruit bat, he's a vampire bat?
Yeah. Right. Dang, man, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm seeing these two, and Blade 2 is phenomenal. You can't go wrong with that movie. Like
1 or 2.
As much as I love 1, I think Blade 2 is the better movie. You know, it's like he definitely stepped it up a notch. And then you got to give it to the classic Interview with the Vampire. I think that's like phenomenal storytelling, character development, the pain, the suffering. That cliffhanger it ends on that I wanted that sequel because they were originally going to make a sequel. Tom Cruise was all into it, but Brad Pitt didn't want to necessarily come back, and they were going to try to cut him out. It wouldn't make sense because he plays like a bigger role in the continuation of the story. But yeah, I'd have to give it to those 5.
But not Queen of the Damned.
No, Creed of the Damned is probably gonna be like the last of
They jammed 2 movies in or 2 books into it. I think they didn't let Anne Rice get involved in that one, and so it didn't come out well at all. I went and saw it at the movies. Very disappointed. Soundtrack was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's like, how could they do that with coming off of that? You know what I mean?
Studios get involved with stuff, man. They can see dollar signs. Let's give them less of a budget and let's cram these in. And I don't know. Movies, man. That's how it is.
That's how it is. That's how it goes.
We got some honorable mentions. Innocent Blood is one.
Innocent Blood. I mean, all of the Blades. Your favorite, all of the Underworlds are probably.
Underworlds are fine. I just wouldn't categorize them more as werewolf, but they could be vampire too. But there's better vampire movies, so I can put that in the top.
I mean, we could say Nosferatu.
Yeah.
The original, the remake.
I haven't seen this. I never saw the 79 one or whatever. I need to check that one. I heard it's streaming, so I might check that one out.
What's some other vampire movies?
There's a lot of them. Dracula, Dead and Loving It. All the
hold on, what is it? Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, boo.
No, boo. That movie's phenomenal.
Once, but I've never been shot before. Kind of itches a little.
30 Days of Night. Fantastic.
No, it's not. Do you love that movie?
It's a good adaptation of the book.
Is it really? Yeah. I feel like that movie.
The second one was horrible.
That movie I was so disappointed in, dude. That's the one I went to the theaters. I thought the trailer looked phenomenal. I loved what's his face at that time. The what's his name? Not Freddie Prinze Jr. It's not Freddie Prinze Jr. I know, it's the other guy. He was just entrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Josh Hartnett.
Thank you.
Yeah, that movie was.
He threw me off with the Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm like, that dude hasn't done movies. I don't think like
that's 30 years. Yeah. I don't know. But Josh Hartnett, you know, one time he was supposed to play Superman.
A lot of people were supposed to play Superman at one point.
But yeah, no, I thought that movie, I had so much potential for that movie. And I remember walking into it just thinking to myself, what the heck is this? What's that one dude? The one dude that started off with the blonde dude. I always forget that guy's name. No, he was also in
what starts off with the blonde dude?
The guy with that comes out of the ship that's like listening to.
Oh yeah.
What's that guy's name? Because he was in that one movie with Justin.
It's Timberlake. Like Ben something.
Ben Foster.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Ask the movie expert.
I know everything about film. I've seen over 240 of them.
That one's good. A lot of the Hammer stuff, if you've never seen that, Hammer stuff from the 60s and 70s, I believe. He plays pretty good Dracula. George Romero was the one. Martin. Yeah.
You know what? I take it back. You know what my number one favorite vampire movie is? Besides
Little Vampire?
No, it's Let the Right One In.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that movie. The original or
the original? I did not like that remake. That remake made no sense. They tried to simplify it instead of leaving it like super open.
Because they brought it to the U.S., they always try to simplify.
No, I just love the original.
Yeah,
that movie is.
No, it's good. That is a good one. See, there's other ones that'll pop in your head, like you'll think. Because I don't know how I missed Fright Night. That would have been in my top. I love
the movie's good. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good vampire movies. Go check them out if you haven't on our list.
Oh,
let us know what you think in the comments for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. I love those movies. If you hate them, you love them. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I love hearing people's opinions. You don't really give them. You won't tell me why. Why do you love Wonderworld so much? Tell me.
That's you. Well, you know I like Wonderworld. Lots of leather.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, she was cool at the time. No, they're fine. The concept is good. I only remember like the first two though. I couldn't tell you what happened going forward. I think it might have got a little wacky. But there's good TV shows too, vampire shows too.
If you want to talk about TV shows, there are. True Blood. Did you?
Yeah, True Blood would be like
love True Blood. That ending.
Awesome concept.
Oh man, what's another good TV? I didn't like the Interview with the Vampire TV show.
I liked the first season. I didn't get to watch the second one. They changed the story up a lot.
They changed it up a lot, but I don't know. I didn't like the feel of it. I wasn't back in it.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You know they're talking about bringing that back with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, nice.
She recently said that she'll do it, and then right after she said that, the studio said that they'll call her and talk to her about it. The only thing that sucks is like Josh Whedon was a huge part of it.
Yeah,
so they got to cut him completely
he can't
out.
be a part of that anymore.
But she said she's open to it, and then the guy who played Angel said he's open to doing it.
Freddie Prinze Jr. back. Give him a job.
He wasn't in there.
Yeah, but she's married to him. Give him a job.
He's coming back for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
They're redoing that too?
They're all of the original cast. They're already filming that movie right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even Jennifer Love Hewitt's coming back. I think those are the only two that survived.
Is that coming out this year?
They're filming it. I don't know if it's coming out this year, but I mean, they might because they filmed Halloween in the same year and then they pumped it out by Halloween. I don't remember. Maybe Edgar can look at the release date on that one, but I know that they're already filming it.
Yeah, list of movies and shows I'm not looking forward to next year. Awesome.
You're not looking forward to a remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer?
No, why?
Why not? What if they do it good?
Leave stuff alone.
Was a good comeback.
Leave it alone. 1 was good, 2 sucked.
What about the third one? The third one was on that beach resort, right?
Did they do a third one?
I thought that was on the beach and Brandy's in it and she's like...
I thought that was the second one.
Was it the second one?
Yeah.
I thought they did 3.
They probably did do 3, but I don't remember.
Because I thought Urban Legends
I wouldn't put it past them.
Wasn't Urban Legends only 2?
They probably ended up doing 5 of those. They probably went straight to video.
I only liked the first one. I didn't care about
That's what I'm saying.
One.
So leave it alone, though. Like, we don't have... Come up with new ideas. Come up with new stuff. We don't need... Although Nosferatu was dope, though.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what 2025 brings for like toys and stuff. I want to see what happens with the Hasbro license thing because I noticed for Legends they haven't really put out like a whole lot that's coming out. So I think they're waiting to see what happens with that. Just want to see like new stuff coming out. Hopefully like these third parties, you know, they're putting out good stuff. Hopefully we keep getting more of that. Just new stuff. Like we're kind of stale right now with what's out. Like.
I mean, but I feel like that's just getting ready for the new year. I feel like, you know...
It's been like that for a couple of years, though. I mean, just the waves are coming out. Yeah, like, people aren't excited about, like, stuff coming out.
Oh, so you're talking more about people, what they're excited for versus, like, what's coming out? Because I feel like there's always something
in general,
coming out.
There always is, and then people hype up stuff that's not even that cool because it's coming out. And it's not really that cool. But I'm just saying in general, like, let's do some new stuff. Let's see something cool coming out, something to get excited about, you know.
Okay,
let's get excited about Star Wars again or something.
Well, is there anything that you are excited about toy-wise for next year?
I haven't seen a lot that's coming out. I mean, Classifieds put out a lot of stuff they're doing, but they start doing a lot of that Hasbro exclusive stuff. I don't know. It's like seems like they're getting away from actually making it to stores and stuff now. Now it's all exclusive.
Everything's online. It's like when you get like exclusive like Targets or Walmarts, it's like you get there and they only have like 4, sometimes even 2.
That's where I think the imports and like third party stuff is going to be big this year. I think.
Honestly, to be honest with you, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Like, I'm sure they're gonna come out with stuff that I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, I didn't know that I was gonna like that. But like, for 2025, the most thing I'm excited for is all the third party stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I like how they're trying to do different, articulation, different joints, different plugs.
That's what I mean by come out with something new. Like come out, like even these bigger toy companies maybe do something a little different. You know. I don't know. It just seems like it's gotten a little stale with stuff. That's my opinion. I mean, as a collector, I guess if you're a collector, comment and like let us know. But I mean,
okay, what about a shop owner? What about as a shop owner?
As a shop owner, I want to see new stuff, like not the same.
It's not stale though, right? So you feel like most people go back and is more looking at stuff from like the past, not them like focusing. Because I could have sworn like in our last video we were talking about, maybe not the last one, the one before, we were talking about how a lot
vintage
of the
versus like new stuff.
Yeah, vintage versus new stuff, and you're saying that right now it seemed like a lot of the new stuff was thriving.
It is, but if you look at what the new stuff is, it's like
all this
figure arts. Well, no imports and stuff. Okay. Star Wars is stale right now. Marvel Legends is hit or miss, and that's the stuff that's kind of staples. Ninja Turtles is fine, but everybody's pumping out Ninja Turtle stuff. So.
Dude, as much as I love the Ninja Turtles, how many sets are they going to come out with?
That's what I'm saying.
Have you seen? Well, what were those ones? They were selling them on 5K Toys, but
I had them in here. Those sold great for me though.
Yeah, those.
Joy Toy was
Joy Toys, and they were so tiny and cute.
They're 1/18 scale, yeah.
But did you see another company is coming out with a whole nother line? It's not Joy Toys. It's not
the same scale, right?
No, they're supposed to be like 10 inches, like a random.
Oh, see,
yeah. They don't look like Joy Toys, but they're just a different brand, different company and everything. And I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but it's like, how many turtle sets can I get?
Yeah. But as being a store, if they're starting to do everything exclusive, like I can't order that stuff wholesale, so it kind of.
Yeah, because a lot of the time it's limited to like 500 or 1,000.
So people are going to get it online, which doesn't do anything for me. Which is fine.
Unless they sell out.
Yeah, I know.
You get your hands on 1 or 2 of them.
But I'm not going to buy retail to like maybe sit on it. Because that's the game now too. People buy these exclusive, retail. And then everyone's trying to sell them at once and they're not going up in value or anything.
No.
So,
but it's like you could. It's like gambling.
Yeah.
You could sit on it and wait for it to go up, hoping that it does, and some of them do, some of them don't.
I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff that we don't know about that's going to come out, but that's what I'm saying. 2025. Hopefully, it'll start off good.
Well, yeah, because think about it. As much as we look at toys, right now, off the top of your head, can you think of like anything like definitive that you were just like waiting for?
Well, like I said, the only thing I'm waiting for, it's not a figure or anything. I just want to see what happens with the Hasbro stuff.
Yeah,
say if they don't get the license,
and that's just a license thing. Like, how long are we gonna have to wait? Let's just say Hasbro loses it. How long are we gonna have to wait in order for that?
You won't be seeing anything till 2026, probably.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what will we do in that period?
Well,
Hasbro's gonna start dumping all their old stuff, which we're not saying this is gonna happen. We're just speculating.
The only license effective would be Star Wars and Marvel
Legends.
or Marvel 6-inch stuff. So that would get affected a little bit. But they still have Transformers and all that, like their mainline G.I. Joe, which I'm sure they'll just focus more on that.
Wouldn't it be weird if no Marvel stuff came out for like almost 2 years?
I don't see anything coming out right now other than that last, classic Spider-Man wave. They might do a couple things that they have in the works and just put them on their HasLab or whatever.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, just something came to my mind.
Yeah.
Something I am looking forward to is the Mondos.
Yeah, Mondo's doing good stuff, but they're only going to put out like 4 or 5 things a year.
Did you see the animated Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
The animated, have you held it in hand?
No.
Phenomenal. There's a couple little paint things that they could have, done proper or a little bit better, but that's something you could.
So that already come out though?
Yeah, the Spider-Man.
So it wouldn't be for 2025.
Well, the rest of the lineup. Yeah,
oh, okay.
You're
I was like, if you already had it in your hand.
Well, no, you are right. You are right.
Hopped in the DeLorean. The DeLorean.
If I could.
I was like, yeah. They're doing more of those.
Yeah. Now that it's coming to my mind, the Clayface Mondo. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, when you get a chance, go look up the Mondo Clayface figure. He literally comes with like 15 different handsets, 4 different heads. He even comes with like a Batman that you can stick in his chest that's like being sucked into the clay from that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Phenomenal.
I have heard about that.
But he's all rubber.
Yeah.
With a metal articulated
like
frame on the inside, and you can't even see it. The way he looks, phenomenal. I love those Mondo ones.
Speaking of Clayface, though, you heard about they're trying to do a movie with Clayface?
So they greenlit it.
Yeah.
So it's
like a body horror movie. Yeah. You excited about that?
I mean, if you go... So Clayface is my second favorite villain of Batman. So it goes Man-Bat #1, and then
Kite Man.
I hate that show. You talking about the Harley Quinn show? Do you watch that?
Quilt Man. I think Quilt Man is a character too.
Well, it's also Kite Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah. No. But
No, go ahead.
No, my favorite villain is Clayface. Right after Man-Bat, I love Clayface. When I saw that, if they do like a body horror, go back and watch those episodes. Watch those 2 episodes where Clayface first presents himself. It's pretty dramatic, you know what I mean? Like, watching that as a kid, you're just kind of like, you know what I mean? And then when you go back and watch it as an adult, you're just like, well, this was a lot deeper.
So they're going to make that, and then they're going to tie it into the Batman?
As of right now, it is definitely Matt Reeves.
Is it?
It's because they love what he did with the Penguin.
Oh, okay.
They love the way the movie went. So this is the next thing that they're going to do. It is supposed to be a tie-in.
I guess it would make sense to do that, because they could do like a body horror thing with Swamp Thing. They're probably not using him because they want to tie it into Batman. That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're going to do it because Matt Reeves was saying that he didn't want to do supernatural stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he saw how good the Penguin did. Mm-hmm. It can be a beautiful story.
That won't be till 2026 though, right?
Yeah, well, Batman got pushed back to 2027. Super disappointed.
Yeah, the only one I know this year movie that's coming out that I'm excited is 28 Years Later.
I am excited about that.
Other than that, I couldn't tell you what's coming out. Other than
isn't Avatar coming out Christmas? I thought the next Avatar is coming out next year.
Okay.
Edgar, will you check that? Thanks.
No, that's fine. If it's coming out, I'm not watching it. I still don't get the hype on those movies, man.
Goodness.
I'm serious.
You just hate everything.
What
if I buy you a ticket?
I hate and I like what I like.
What if I buy you a ticket?
What?
You said if I buy you a ticket, you'll go. So you lied.
To something to something I want to see. I haven't even seen the second one.
What?
I don't like that stuff. I don't like.
Hold on.
The whole story to me was whack. The story in the first one. We won't get too deep into it. I'm just like this. I don't understand. I can see why people
I'm
like
losing
it, but
faith
it's
in
not
you
for
right
me.
now. You've
That's
got to
fine.
watch the second one and give it a try.
No.
No.
Not if I didn't like the first one. Why do I
But a
want to go
lot
into
of
the
people
second
said
one?
the second one is way better than the first
A
one.
lot of people said that about the Joker, too.
No, they didn't. Nobody liked the Joker, too. Nobody liked the Joker.
Edgar liked it. He told me it was the best Joker ever. Okay, we won't get too deep into that, but okay, so that movie's coming out. Okay, you're excited to see that one, but that's like a year away. Yeah,
It is.
but is there anything else that you know a lot more? You pay more attention to the movie stuff that's coming out. I don't usually hear about it, so
Honestly, like when you think
I see
about
the
it,
trailer.
there's like Civil War is coming out. 28 Years Later is coming out.
Civil War this year though? I thought they were only doing.
No, it comes out in February.
That's not Civil War though. That's the.
Or not Civil War. I'm talking about Captain America 4. Yeah. That one's coming out.
That one's coming out, and I think the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts is definitely coming out.
They're fine. It's just I'm not looking.
Superman's also coming out.
Oh, yeah.
2025.
There
You
go.
also got. I after the trailer, I am a little excited to see Ballerina. Ballerina, the John Wick like tie-in kind of story.
Okay, yeah.
I thought that trailer looked really good. I thought she looked good the way she was handling herself.
You buy me tickets to that one.
If you'll go.
I just said buy me tickets to it.
All right, we'll go.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
We'll share a large popcorn.
No, we will not. We will not share. I get free popcorn.
Oh.
Yeah, I got that perk, but I'm not sharing my popcorn.
Yeah, so 2025, I'm sure there's cool stuff coming out. I don't know everything.
Yeah, toy-wise, the only thing I think of is like the third parties and then Mondo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll see what the other big companies decide they want to do, I guess.
When is that contract up? Do you remember?
I didn't know the date. I just know it's coming up like soon. It has to be soon because they're not announcing anything for those lines, really.
Do you think other companies would get like some sort of production line going, knowing that they're gonna bid on it? Like,
no, because that would cost too much. They're gonna do they're gonna go in with probably like their prototype stuff, but it's still gonna take forever because then they're gonna have to get approval what they're gonna put out and stuff like that. They're probably gonna go in with some samples like this is what we can do type thing at this price point or whatever. I'm assuming. Yeah, it's still production still takes a long time, even though you have like the 3D imaging and all that now. Just from talking to some of the toy guys, Chris will tell you
I was gonna say Chris said that would it take it said a year.
I think he said like 6 months on there. Like they got a pretty quick turnaround, depending on what it is.
Yeah,
I know they get a pretty quick turnaround. But that's stuff that they already kind of know they're gonna make. Like these companies are going in just showing, and then they probably gonna have to get approval of what waves they're gonna do, what lines are coming out, or if they even continue the Marvel Legends line, maybe they just scrap it and call it something else. 6-inch figures, depending on what it is.
Uncanny X-Men.
Marvel Multiverse.
I hope they
when
don't.
McFarlane gets it, the multiverse of Marvel.
Then we'll get like
zombies. You'll get 52 versions of Captain America. It's like Batman. We love you, Todd.
I love you, Todd.
Yeah, I do.
He's the Todd father.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lot of stuff that we covered, and those are plenty of things to look forward to. We'd say, maybe not plenty of things, but mention in the comments, what are you guys looking forward to? Is there anything that we missed? Is there anything that we didn't talk about? Is there like a mysterious toy line that you guys know that we don't know? Let us know, because I'd love to look that stuff up. I'd love to have conversations about this. Definitely message those in the comments. But we're also going to do, I kind of forgot until recently, we're going to do an unboxing, right?
Every episode. We're supposed
every
to do
episode.
An unboxing.
I don't know why I said that, but we're doing one every episode.
No, but like you said, leave a comment because we don't know everything. We try to keep up on it, but definitely if there's something you're looking forward to, let us know. But definitely going to get into an unboxing now from a third party, but it is officially licensed, so let's check that out. All right, so we're going to do an unboxing of the Hellboy 1000 Toys 1/12 scale 30th anniversary figure. I did say earlier I said third party, but technically it's licensed, so officially by Dark Horse. Mike Mignola artwork based off of that. So come on, Daniel, let's get to the figure, see what we think. Love that artwork on there too, though. It's from the comic. Rasputin.
Did you love that new movie that just came out? That remake?
No.
That masterpiece? Did you see it?
No.
You didn't see it?
I saw it. I didn't like it.
You actually watched it?
Yeah. I paid and rented it. Yeah.
Don't ever admit that again, please.
It was a darker version, they said, of Hellboy.
No, it wasn't.
That's what they... And I said...
No, it was not.
And I said, I'm in. But then... Yes.
Dude, look at his t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, pop that plastic off. Depending on how much I like this figure, I'm either keeping it or reselling it. We'll see.
We're gonna sell it.
We're about to find out right now.
No, right off the back, these soft goods, they have wiring.
Oh yeah.
Can you see that? The coat has wiring in it. We're gonna go look at that real quick, everything in there, and then we'll just go ahead and pull all this sweet stuff out. Sweet, so I was totally playing with this when we were off camera, and this guy is super flippin' awesome. Edgar's gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy one, Jason's gonna buy one. No, you gotta sell this one. Just the look, like, just look at that. Look at the detail. Can you see his knee? Look at the separation on that knee. And then it comes down. Look at that. Look at that. That is incredible. Look how far back his leg goes. Look at that. Look at this range on this figure. And then the joints, they're nice and tight, but not too tight to where you feel like you're gonna snap it. But he definitely holds positions. At first I was laughing at these fingers. Can you see these fingers? Look at these. They remind me of like those little Mega Block little toys. But when you get in there and you can see all the articulation in these things, look at that hand. Like, he's just like, don't talk to me. Man, this figure in a short review is incredible. Where'd you get this?
That one I got from Hobby Link Japan.
And is that the third-party company?
Hobby Link Japan. No, they sell official stuff too. This one is official.
Oh, okay, but that's the name of the company, and they have the official license.
No, Hobby Link Japan's a distributor in Japan.
Oh, okay. Who was the company that made it?
1,000 Toys.
Oh, 1,000 Toys. Well, 1,000 Toys, I absolutely love everything you did in this. Yeah, this one. I feel like you could put anything in this hand. Look at this. Look at that. His thumb twist. You could twist his thumb. You could hug his other fingers. This thing is incredible. Like, look at that. Just look at that face. Look at his t-shirt, guys. Do you see his t-shirt? He has a picture of himself on his t-shirt.
Yeah, it's crazy that they wired the trench coat.
Yeah, the wired trench coat, the soft goods are incredible. And then look at this. This is a real little chain. And then it comes with a little divider, so if you want to pop this off and move it around, look at that. This is incredible detail. How much was this? Did you pick this up?
That one retails for like $180 brand new.
$180 brand new, definitely worth it. Look at this swivel. He has a thigh swivel. Look at that. On top of, look at the range. Look at that range. He's kicking in your door. You can't stop him. It's Hellboy. No, and then you can't see it, but his body underneath is like that soft rubber. He has multiple range when it comes like his body. Like, it's just incredible. I'm in love with this thing, right?
Calm down. Calm down.
Alright, sign me and Edgar up for one each.
Alright, 1,000 Toys Hellboy. Unfortunately, we sold the other one we had, so I will try to get some more in.
And then, you would think that he wouldn't stand well.
He does.
His tail, his tail back here, it has articulation. So if you want him to do like a leap, his tail supports him. So you have no problem standing this guy. It's incredible.
5 Danielsons out of 5.
5 Danielsons out of 5, absolutely.
Alright, that's our unboxing for the week.
Absolutely, I love it. Get one. Polar Bear Pop Cultures if he still has any.
Alright, before we end this episode, just want to let you guys know about the Epic Toy Show coming up February 22nd of 2025.
You have plenty of time to save money.
Yep, plenty of time to save money, make those plans. Also want to let you guys know at Polar Bear's Pop Culture Shop, we do buy, sell, and trade. So if you want to bring some of your collectibles in you no longer want, definitely bring them into us. We offer cash and trade.
Real quick, look at this. Not even Nosferatu could take this. This toy is super dope. Look at that. Look at that grip.
Figure of the year.
No, slow down.
2024.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Slow. Back it up a little bit. We can get into that another time. Isn't that what we're going to do in the next one? We're gonna do that in the next one, guys. We're gonna do best figure and worst figure of 2024. Yeah, I'm totally down. But make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, hit the bell notification so that way you know when we upload another awesome one of these videos. And was there anything else you wanted to say on the way out?
Just Happy New Year, B.
Happy New Year. All right, but look at this drink. Okay.
All right. Have a good one.